how I do my brows and prime my eyelids for the perfect color eyeshadow. Okay, let's get into these brows. I'm starting off with my dark brown eyeshadow pencil. This eyeshadow pencil is from the beauty supply store. It really don't matter which eyeshadow pencil you use. I'm just lining the natural shape of my brows. I like to go in with light hair-like strokes to fill in any spare spots, especially towards the end. Take your time here. The goal is to keep them looking natural but defined. Once I fill them in, I make sure both brows look even. Remember, they're sisters, not twins, but I want them to match as closely as possible. Now it's time to clean them up with concealer. I'm using two different shades. Under the arch, I'll go in with a lighter shade to really lift and highlight that area. It's usually two shades above my natural foundation shade, and then towards the front of the brows I switch to a shade closer to my skin tone so it blends more naturally and doesn't look too harsh. On the top of my brows, I like to use a slightly deeper concealer to keep everything seamless. After applying, I use a small brush and tapping motions to buff it out, and I don't drag the product too far away. I just want it to blend right around the brow area so it keeps that shape clean and sharp. Now that both brows are done, I'm moving on to my eyelids. I use concealer as my primer to conceal out any discoloration and create a smooth base for eyeshadow. The trick here is to pat the concealer in, not swipe, so it melts into the skin and doesn't crease. I make sure it's fully blended before applying any eyeshadow. That's it. Brows are snatched, lids are prepped, and now we're ready for the fun part, adding color and creating a glam eyeshadow look.